Hey guys, Dash Rowan here with a list of some of the most haunted places in the US. With a list like this, it's very difficult to narrow it down to just 10 because there's so many paranormally active places all over the world. But I've provided you guys with the most haunted sites in the States. So without further ado, this is my top 10 list of some of the most haunted places in America. Number 10. The Winchester Mystery House. This maze-like house is located in San Jose, California, and was built by Sarah Winchester in an effort to confuse the ghosts of the victims of her husband's guns. It was constantly under construction until her death 30 years later. Now the staircase is leading to nowhere, and doors that open up to sheer drops from stories above are home to several ghosts. Number 9. The Villisca Axe Murder House. The house is known for Villisca, Iowa's most gruesome event. On June 13, 1912, the family of 6 plus 2 girls were murdered. Visitors to the house have reported seeing and hearing children crying, as well as other cases of paranormal activity. Number 8. Devil's School. This school, located in Jacksonville, Florida, is the stuff of any student's nightmares. Several truly horrifying events have been said to have happened within the building, such as several students and faculty members having been killed by a furnace explosion, a principal having been rumored to have been a cannibal, and would kill and eat anyone who was sent to his office after storing them in his closet like a meat locker. And lastly, a janitor who had gone insane and slaughtered many students. Even though the help of priests had been called for, nobody would work there, which caused the school to become abandoned. Number 7. The Whaley House. Located in San Diego, California, most of the original family who had lived there had either died from illness or suicide. It's been called the most haunted house in America due to visitors having reported apparitions of the previous residents, as well as hearing their children's footsteps in the halls. Some of the spirits who have been reported are a young girl who was accidentally hanged, a Yankee who was clubbed to death, and the young red-haired daughter of the Whaleys. Number 6. The Queen Mary. Docked in Long Beach, California, this ship has served as a luxury ocean liner and a hotel. Every part of this ship is said to be haunted, but the most active place is the engine room. What probably attributes to this is the fact that a 17-year-old sailor had been crushed to death there while trying to escape a fire. Other spirits who have been seen on board are a lady in white, a screaming sailor, and several children, including a young girl who is supposed to have broken her neck in a pool accident. Number 5. The Stanley Hotel. Located right here in Colorado in Estes Park. The hotel is not only haunted by many ghosts, but has been the inspiration for the horror classic book and movie The Shining. The ghosts of Freeland Stanley and his wife, Flora, have been known to appear and greet guests. Flora has also been known to play her piano. Other apparitions include the Earl of Dunraven, the housekeeper Elizabeth Wilson, and many children who play through the halls. Number 4. The Myrtles Plantation. There are several other different places in Louisiana that could have easily made this list, but this plantation in St. Francisville is at the top. It's believed that at least 10 murders were committed on the property. Most of the ghosts who will appear are of the slaves who worked there. The place is now a bed and breakfast, because who wouldn't want to spend the night there? Number 3. Waverly Hills Sanatorium. This sanatorium is located in Louisville, Kentucky, and was known as the place for treatment for tuberculosis patients. It's believed that as many as 63,000 people died in the building. However, the reasons for their deaths are a toss-up between the common disease of the time or the mistreatment and experiments that were performed on the patients. Number 2. Eastern State Penitentiary. Located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, this prison had approximately 1,700 prisoners filling its cells. One such prisoner being Al Capone, but even he wasn't immune to the paranormal activity haunting its walls. Aside from Al Capone's murder victim, other activity that has been reported includes shadowy figures in cell blocks and the guard tower, cackling, and faces that appear in other cell blocks. And finally, number 1. Devil's Den. It often goes without question that Gettysburg, Pennsylvania is extremely active, certainly because it hosted one of the most gruesome battles of the Civil War. With almost 8,000 soldiers killed and even more wounded, trauma like that will most certainly leave an imprint. One specific place, though, is known as the Devil's Den. Visitors have reported many different kinds of activity, such as cameras not working, the sounds of gunshots and cannon fire, screaming, and even the ghosts of soldiers who were still caught up in a war for their lives. And that was my list of 10 of the most haunted places in the United States. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like to let me know. Don't forget to leave a comment down below telling me about some other haunted places in the country, and if you've been to any of them. Also share this video to help the channel grow, and subscribe for more videos like this. See you later. Him from Powerpuff Girls. Apparently the devil does wear Prada. This is pretty much obvious that this is the devil who wants nothing more than to bring about the end of the Powerpuff Girls by any means that he sees necessary. Combine that with his voice and the ability to communicate toys to kids, and you have a pretty childhood scarring character. Number 5. They're Greedy from Raggedy Ann and Andy, A Musical Adventure.